Hey guys at YouTube, this is Kiko149345678. I'm coming at you with a review on a very popular knife. Before I get started on the review, I'd like to just let y'all know on what's going on with me, just a little bit if you were wondering. I kind of realized that I was looking at some of my videos, and excuse me, burp or whatever. I was noticing that my old videos sucked major. And I'd like to really change that because I feel like I'm not tooting my own horn or being ignorant, but I think I have a good amount of knowledge on some of this stuff. I learned it from other people and kind of put my own spin on it. And with this review, I'm going to tell you this, that I'm not going to give you all the fine details or all this stuff, but I'm going to give my 2 cents, and I may even compare it to someone else. And in this case, I'll give a shout out to the person I'm going to probably use the most is Sherman614. He's a good friend of mine. He actually lives nearby. I've never met him, but he lives nearby, and so I'm gonna use him a lot because he did a review on this, and that's actually what made me get this knife. So thanks for the recommendation, dude. As you can see, I definitely love the knife. So I'm trying to change out how I do things. I deleted all my old videos because they were pretty much nothing but garbage. I'm in ROTC at my college. I go to Georgia Military College. I'm in the ROTC program there, and I've learned a lot through that in my military training that I've gone through so far, and so that's gonna be in the way of me doing a lot of reviews. So if y'all really like what I start putting out, I'll do the best I can. So just kind of have to play it by ear. I mean, I come home on the weekends every once in a while. I'm on break right now, so we'll just see how it goes, and we'll go from there. So just let me know what y'all think of everything. And please, just good constructive criticism. I definitely need it. I looked at my old videos, and I saw one of them. I had a old Rat 7 that I don't have anymore. I got rid of it. But I called the Molly sheath that it was made by Spec Ops. I called it a mole sheath because I was being a retard. And so, I mean, I don't even know. I wear an LBV in my ROTC for training, exercise, and all that stuff. And that's all that. The whole thing is literally just a giant Molly vest that you just put stuff on. And I'm just laughing and going, what the hell was I thinking? So, and some of the knives I reviewed, I was just finding stuff to review because I couldn't, I was young, I was in high school for most of those videos, and I was trying to find, stuff to review. And so it was just, I had one of my dad's knives that, I've used before, but, I reviewed that. So, moving on, because I don't want to take up your time if you're, just a new passing by and you want to hear about these knives. These are 2 awesome knives. This is a Spyderco Para-military 2. This is the 2nd edition to their paramilitary knife. They kind of redid everything, made it more economics, had more economics, and just kind of updated it and allowed more mounting options with the pocket clip and moved that around, something like that. So it is a fantastic knife. I can't believe how much this knife affected me, and you can see by me having duplicates of it. I've never had a duplicate of a knife. I always bought, the one and just went with it, but I kind of had to find an excuse to get the ACU version. Believe it or not, I bought the all-black version first, because I like the, it's, funny enough, this is camouflage, Army combat uniform camouflage, but I laugh at the fact, I think this is a little bit more tactical looking, in my opinion, just with all the all-black, but this is the first one I bought. I bought it for myself. I finally dropped the money. Seeing Sherman's video of him getting one, I was like, I really like that. Why not? I trust Sherman. He's never steered me wrong before in the past, so we'll get that. So I bought it, and I had it for a couple weeks, and absolutely loved it. Compression lock is awesome. The CPM S30V, I've had that on my Leatherman Charge. I had the edition with the S30V blade on it, and I love it. It's a great steel. It's just a little expensive, but you definitely get what you're paying for, and then some, in my opinion, especially with this knife. G10 handles, and I've never had a G10 handle. My Griptilian one, I thought those were G10, and I didn't look it up, and it was FRN. I couldn't find it anywhere, but they're FRN handles, and so these are G10, and you can definitely feel it. It is some of the most amazing feeling G10 ever. Really nice G10, and very grippy. I don't think it's too abrasive. I think some people might think that, but I definitely like it. If it wears on your pants, just get new pants. I don't buy expensive jeans, so it doesn't really affect me that way. Fully reversible pocket clip, tip up, tip down, left, right, whatever. They, I think they added that from the first one. Because of the compression lock, they had to get around that, I think. But they added that on this one. Nice big lanyard holder. So if you want to put that fully corded 7-strand paracord through there. It's more than able to accommodate that. I put stuff through there. I had a paracord lanyard, the company that makes lanyards, and I put it right through there, no problem. But I don't really like lanyards on my knife. They stick out of the pocket, and they don't really add anything for me, and especially this knife being so ergonomic, it just fits my hand perfectly, and there's very little actually coming out because I don't have really that big of hands, so really good there. Nice pocket clip. Only thing I could say, only con really that I've had so far, and this is just me being nitpicky, is the pocket clip. I hate the coating they put on it. It's not very good. Let me move this lighting over some more. There we go, much better, I think. They don't put the DLC coating that they coat the blade with, the diamond light coating, which is what it stands for, on the pocket clip, and Benchmade does the same crap, and I don't like it. I know it's me being nitpicky, but I don't see how much more it could cost. If it cost $2 more, I'd pay it just for them to coat that, because this it's almost, I think it's just maybe a coating, the normal spray paint, almost like material, or a Teflon coating maybe, and it comes right off, it chips. I hate it. So that's my nitpick to it. Great jimping, as everyone says, up on the top. That's the way I usually carry it. It has a choil right down here where you can really choke up on the knife, but I've never found any task where I have to do that. I have great control here. I'm real dexterous with it, so not saying anything at me, but I'm saying with the knife, no real need to choke up that much on it that I have experienced with my use of the knife. And again, as I'm going to reiterate, these are just my 2 cents. I definitely recommend you look at other people's videos, Sherman's in there. There's more out there in that community. Compile all those reviews and make your own decision up on it, because you can never take one person serious for everything, and I'm not going to say I'm not right on everything. Some things may work for me, but not you. Cutlery Lover, Nothing Fancy, Sherman, whoever, whatever they say may not work for you. So I definitely recommend you compile all their reviews of a certain thing if they have them, and make your own decision on when you buy stuff. That's my thing, and that's what I usually do. I usually look at multiple videos, and I even look out the bad things in them and just see what it is. So no backspacer in this knife, which I actually really like. I hate backspacers. It's just a place for dust to collect and me have to take apart my knife and lose parts and all that stuff. So I prefer that, because all you do is you just blow it out with the air compressor or even your mouth. That's what I usually do if I see dust building up. Kind of weird, I know, but that's what I do. Just keep it clean. CPM S30V on blade steel, as I said again, full flat ground blade on both sides. Is a fantastic, very sharp, razor sharp. I love this thing, and it holds the edge really well. I've used it, Christmas Day, and up to this point, it's still razor sharp, can still cut paper. I don't think I even have any to show you. Let's see. Actually, I do. We're gonna cut this up. I don't care. This is the Age Mythologies manual. Who cares? Don't play the game anymore. Yeah, razor sharp, and I've used this knife a lot, I'll be completely honest. And that DLC coating really holds up. I'm actually doing this behind the camera, which is really hard, and it hit the spine, so I did this behind the camera, and it cut the spine. So, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. So, very sharp, very awesome. Highly recommend this knife. This is actually one of their knives that is made in the USA. It's made in Golden, Colorado. It's stamped right there. DLC coating is very well. I've experienced that firsthand with this knife. This is the ACU version. I loved it so much. After I bought my own, I said, "Parents, give me another one for Christmas, please," and they did. So, kind of translucent in the back. Compression lock. I'd like to mention that first. Compression lock. Very awesome. I like to, it drops down on itself. Funny is on this one, it pretty much came out of the box, perfect tension on the pivot screw. On this one, I had to toy with it a little bit to get it to do what I wanted and not have any side-to-side play, because I loosened it up enough where it would work, but then they had side-to-side play, and I knew that wasn't the locking system, because this is a very solid lock system. No up and down or side-to-side play on this knife. So, yeah, DLC coating. So I cut one of those really hard plastic shells, you get stuff in. It was on an iPod, I think, that I was opening for somebody, and I was getting worried because it pinches and grinds on stuff, and it's hard, and I almost thought this DLC coating was going to come off. Not a scratch on it. Literally not a scratch on it. And what's funny is that went through that, and then on this one, I did have a, you probably won't be able to see it with this light, because this lighting is not the best. It's the best I can do. Yeah, you won't see it. But anyways, there's a tiny scratch on top, and I think it's from one of those little pocket studs next to your jeans, little studs they click on, and it just, tiny scratch on it, and it just kind of made me mad. But, nothing bad. So I highly recommend this knife, guys. You know, I recommend again to go compile all those reviews and make your own decision, and check out some other reviews. Check out Sherman 614's review, and you know, have a great day, guys. Great new year. It's 2012, and I'll be trying to shoot out some more videos to come. Hope you have a great day, guys. Check you later.